Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Spring Pendant. This is going to be a dedicated LED pendant. This is the 139752. Let's dive into lots of info about it. So let's talk about the body of the fixture, and that's going to be independent of the cables that are holding the light guide, and that's a rectangular piece that's holding the LEDs. And then you have this beautiful sculpture in the middle of all of that. That's going to be held by telescoping rods, which we're going to get into in just a little bit. But when you look at the fixture body itself, that's coming in at 28.3 inches high, and then left to right is 53.4, and the depth on this is coming in at 15.8, so it's a good sized fixture. The overall height, that's going to be divided up into three different overall ranges, and how they do a range is they're going to be using these telescoping pipes. So the first one is going to give you an overall height, and that's distance from the bottom of the fixture to the actual ceiling itself is going to be as short as 31.1, can be as long as 35.7. That's going to be the short. The standard is coming in at 35.8, and that's maxing out at 44.6. And then the long, that's going to be 43.8 and to 60.9, almost 61. If you need to go beyond that 61 inches, just drop me a quick email. So you're looking at the 139752. Tell us what you're trying to achieve. We can get down pretty far from almost like a 2 or 3 story ceiling. I just need to take your information, send it through the customs department. It's going to come back. They'll quote it out, and then we're good to go. Okay, let's talk about a couple other little details on this. So the canopy up in the ceiling is coming in at 54 inches by 13.6. It's going to be attached to your 4-inch junction box. I want to show you a little bit more information about that, and how we're going to do it is we're going to look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So check that out. It's going to show you your full parts list. It's going to show you how the telescoping rods work, how the cables work, and when you actually have these cables on there making what's called the light guide, that's that rectangular piece that's going to be holding your LEDs, focusing light in on the sculpture. You can have that at different heights. So during your installation, you can choose to have it like near the bottom of the sculpture, middle of the sculpture, top of the sculpture. It's totally up to you. It's adjustable, but only during your installation. Just remember that. So you have to get it where you want it to be, and then it's kind of a done deal there. Okay, let's talk about the canopy a little bit more. So when you're looking at these installations instructions, you're going to notice there's other places on that canopy where you're going to be attaching not only to the junction box, but to the structure of your building. The weight of this is 66.6 pounds, which requires UL to tell us, for us to tell you, that this needs to be attached to the structure of your building for safety. So just keep that in mind. You probably want to send not only the installations instructions, but this video to your installers so they can get things set up for you in the future, okay? If you guys are using this on a slope ceiling, really important for you to email us details about that prior to ordering so we can figure out how this is going to work on your ceiling and whether or not there's any adjustability on our side that we need to do. It's very important there too. Okay, why don't we talk about a couple other little details on this. So on that beautiful sculpture, you're going to be noticing these glass balls, and it basically looks like dew, like balls of dew on a trellis in the morning. And when the light comes in from those LEDs on all these sides, it's going to make those little balls pop. They're really beautiful. Those are actually made in Vermont, those little glass balls, by a company called AO Glassworks, and they're in Burlington, Vermont. Really nice people. If you're up there, you can stop in to see them. They have a shop. They sell all kinds of vases and all kinds of hand-blown glass, and you can see them glow in action. So it's really good to know that we're using a lot of local people that makes really beautiful things. Okay, let's talk about what's going on as far as lamping goes on this. That's going to be pretty important. Some of you are going to be using these in different applications. This is going to be using 48 watts of LED. That's going to give you delivered lumens coming in at 1,560. You have to remember, half of that's going to be going up and half of that's going to be going down, and it's going to be going off to the sides as well, just because of how those LEDs are actually pushing light from the side going in. So it's kind of important to know that too. So that all said, you can use this over a dining room table without any problem. Some of you are going to use this over a kitchen island, and I think that would be okay too. Lots of other places, people also have these way up in atriums. They have them in foyers. Again, we need to find out if you're using a slope ceiling. Very, very important to let us know so we can talk to you about that. But like I said, there's enough light coming out of this that you can use it in all kinds of different places. The color of the light is something that we like to use in our showroom. It's 3000 Kelvin. That's warm white, soft white. The light coming down on this desk is warm white, soft white. These are 3000 Kelvin LEDs, so you can see the quality of the light. It's really nice. Kind of mimics an incandescent glow that we all grew up with and most people like. It's also a dimmable fixture, so make sure that you talk to your installer. Tell them you're using dimmable LED fixture on this, dedicated. They're going to want to know so they can put the correct dimmer on the wall for you. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. In those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.